Hi there! I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone is staying safe and trying to find some enjoyment in their self-isolation. As for me, my week has been going pretty good. The weather has been very nice. I've been able to go out and do some nice walks. I have a park near my house, so we get to go and just enjoy nature a little bit. We see some people, staying 6 feet away from them at all times, but get to see some other people, see some fun dogs and everything like that, which is helping keeping me sane. Some of the wins I have had so far this week are that I have been engaging in some more at-home workouts, which I think are helping I think it's helping my brain develop more of a routine, which is very nice. And I have also had the opportunity to FaceTime and catch up with some of my friends, see how they're doing during this time, and talk to them about how they think they are doing during this very interesting time we have. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about an article that I read. It's over neo-sexism. I'll explain it a little bit more in just a little bit, but this is a part of the work I am doing for a study over masculine honor belief and its subscales and how they relate to different forms of sexism. So, without further ado, sexism as we know it, it tends to be overt forms of discrimination and prejudice. Unfortunately, blatant displays of misogyny are not the only way sexist behaviors can surface. One of the more covert forms of sexism is referred to as neo-sexism. So neo-sexism is defined as a manifestation of a conflict between egalitarian values and residual negative feelings towards women. The neo-sexism scale measures these constructs with a specific focus on public policies designed to enhance the status of women. The egalitarian part of the definition refers to feelings of concern for the well-being of others as opposed to individualistic views. The research also wanted to study the relationship between the modern sexism and neo-sexism scale. This is because the modern sexism scale has only been administered with the old-fashioned sexism scale, so researchers wanted to evaluate neo-sexism and modern sexism both as possibly standalone scales of contemporary sexism. Participants then completed the sexism scales, validity measures, and demographic questions. The results are as follows. The internal reliability of neo-sexism was greater than the modern sexism scale. Both sexism scales, though, significantly and negatively correlated with the attitudes towards feminism and the women's movement scale. Participants who scored higher on the neo-sexism scale did have lower humanitarian and egalitarian scores, meaning they were more likely to have individualistic values as opposed to egalitarian. The correlation between the two sexism scales together was relatively high, and the study's results did confirm that the modern sexism scale can be used as a standalone measure of contemporary sexist attitudes. By considering gender-related policy issues, the neo-sexism scale allows respondents to express sexist attitudes without necessarily admitting that they believe that women are inferior to men. The neo-sexism scale basically appears to be a sensitive measure of modern prejudice based on gender. Neo-sexism directly assesses issues related to women's participation in the labor force, in addition to measuring denial of continued discrimination. Overall, both scales have been identified as useful measures of sexist attitudes, and I do believe that the aspects of women in the workforce, egalitarianism, and social justice policy approval, these are all provided by both of the scales. I think they would relate well to the different subscales of masculine honor beliefs. So with that, I thank you guys for watching. Again, I hope you are staying safe and staying healthy, and try to find some joy in these weeks. Do some things that you love, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.